I have one last question for you, which is sort of like, the hype question. As a procurement professional, building a procurement function in a fairly sort of constrained resource environment, because you're not going to build an army of buyers,
Yeah, it
at
doesn't.
least not in the short term. How do you think about AI creating value, um, for procurement directors like you to build more efficient organizations? And it can be AI within the tool, but it can be also other
Mm.
stuff, uh, other applications.
To be honest, I'm a big fan of AI. I
Me too.
don't know if I have a right definition of AI because I'm not technical, but at least I'm using ChatGPT a lot and I can see the value.
You know what? It's become my latest interview question when I interview new hires. Maybe I shouldn't say that
Yeah.
publicly, but when I interview new hires, one of my first question is, "What's the last thing you asked ChatGPT, and when was it?"
Ah,
And it's very interesting.
yeah, I think it's such a powerful tool for productivity.
Absolutely.
Yesterday, I think to build an RFI or RFP, I was taking 1 week, 10 days. Now I can build an RFI or RFP on one in 1 day.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a productivity win. So I think what I advise to procurement person is to get
On the train.
use use AI. It's very nice also to understand a product from a supplier. It's very interesting. On the P2P tool, there are I think a lot of things that we can do.
Absolutely.
Implement chatbot in order to have a better experience in the tool, reduce the request to procurement, allow people to do self-buying because they have the AI chatbot, so they don't need to involve procurement. Yeah, there are a lot of opportunity with
It's
AI that we
it's
should
interesting what you just said. Like, it's almost like you said, use AI to do your job better. Like, if you're writing an email, or if you're like, you gave the example of an RFI, like, or RFP, but like, this used to take weeks, really doesn't need to. You just
no, it
ask,
doesn't.
ChatGPT to build one for you. And then, so those are like how to do my job 10x. And
Yeah,
then the P2P tool, I think, has a big responsibility in making AI available, not so much maybe for you, but also to the requester,
for the
so that
requester.
they, so that the AI takes a lot of the workload
Yeah,
of hand holding them. And then the
exactly.
last thing you said, which I think is super interesting, was on the long tail spend, kind of like have the AI within the tool coach your requesters to kind of have a mock negotiation,
Yeah,
or
with good practices. Exactly.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And sort of like, you can imagine a world, and we were just talking about this with the team, where, you know, automatically the tool asks for a discount. And,
Yeah.
it's not going to work every time, but like
Mm,
it's bound to work at least, 20% of the time. Um,
mm,
but it forces everybody to get into a negotiation.
yeah.
So I think there's a lot of opportunity for that.
Yeah, I think it will make people more comfortable going
Exactly.
in a low value negotiation
Exactly. And so it means that you guys as a function can focus on the sort of
on the
high
top.
impact,
Yeah.
but without sort of ignoring the bottom,
Exactly.
which can
Yeah.
become a very quite big ticket amount,
At some point.
but
Yeah.
super fragmented.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
You
Definitely.
know what? It's going to be an exciting next couple of years, as
Yeah.
I think both we operate differently as companies, because every person is just way more impactful.
Mm,
And also as the applications of AI within software become much more interesting and advanced. I think we're just at the beginning of this.
yeah, I completely agree.
It's going to be exciting. I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited to share this with you and sort of check in regularly, and have you come back in a few
Yeah.
months, and see, if what we predicted happened.
It's funny that you are saying a few months because yeah, it shows that it's going very fast actually. This
I think it's a few months. I think in a few months we'll have a super different perspective.
yeah, yeah,
It's
totally.
it's going to be interesting.